Okay, final week 3 recap. We're starting with Ziggy today. Hi Ziggy, you got the zoomies? You got the zoomies, buddy? Where's your toy? You better get it. He loves the flirt pole. Alright, so in a second here, I'm going to get Ziggy dressed in his harness right away. I'm going to show you how to introduce leash skills to your baby puppy. Then we're going to go through all the other things, a lot of the other things that we've practiced throughout the last few weeks with him on the leash and harness. Good boy. Good boy. So let's get started. You want that fox? Good job, Ziggy. Oh, I am not prepared. Let's see. We've got to find a clicker. And we got to get our snacks. Oh, where's everything? Here's the leash. Here's the harness. There's usually multiple clickers down here. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, it fell on the ground. Okay, Ziggy. So I've already got the leash attached to the harness. I'm going to get some snacks ready. We're going to get him dressed right away. He's still playing. Come here. Come here, buddy. Upsy daisy. Okay, so you've seen me get him dressed before. Let's get our feetsies in. Good job, bub. Hi. Oh my God, you're such a sweet boy. Wow, these puppies have really grown. They're like snug in this harness now. Okay, so leash is already attached. Just gonna set him right down. And we're gonna start by playing the flying cookie game. We did this last week. Responding to his name and just making sure he's fine with the leash kind of attached to him. A lot of times I think it's a toy. Hey, buddy. Get it. Where'd it go? Here it is. No, it's hard to find on this busy map. Ziggy. Good boy. Good job. Okay. Ziggy. Super job, buddy. Okay. Okay, when he comes back, Ziggy, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this leash. Okay, and I'm just going to start to lure him with the food lure. Good boy. Good job, Bob. I need more. And I'm just going to start to walk with him. So we've been doing this all week. The dogs are doing really well with this. You see every couple of steps, I'm just kind of clicking and feeding for him being next to me. Good job. Okay, you can give him a little break from that. So this is really great to introduce inside the house, out in the yard. Ziggy. Good boy. Now I like to hold the treats in one hand, leash and clicker in the other. Okay, so we can lure him. Good job, Bob. And we can start to walk. Good. Right here. Super job. Now, obviously, this is a small space that we're in right now. So we're kind of just going in circles. Ziggy. Good boy. Okay. But even inside the house, if you've got a bigger space or spaces to move through, do it out in the yard or out in the driveway, on the sidewalk. It's a great way to introduce the leash, okay? So now let's just run through our other things with the dog being on the leash. Ziggy. Super boy. Come here. Sit. Good dog. What a nice sit. Good sit, Ziggy. Down. Good down, buddy. Yeah. Super boy. Good down. Let's do a hand target. Ziggy. Here, touch. Good job. Let's switch our hands for the hand target. Ziggy, touch. Right here. Yeah, good boy. You're silly. Okay. Good. That's why I like kind of introducing the leash skills inside too, because I could be holding the leash and interacting with the dog, but then I can still give him that sort of reset cookie. Okay. Good boy. Ziggy. Good job, buddy. Okay, so remember on the leash, we practice our food luring, walking with us. You can see how all of these skills, even from week 1, are kind of all coming together now. Good job, Bubs. Right here. Good job. Our position changes. Ziggy, sit. Good boy. Ziggy, down. Good. Super dog. Engagement exercises like the hand target. Touch. You're silly. Ready, touch. You don't want to get up out of the down? Good boy. He's still lying down. Okay, good job. All right, great. So, oops, I dropped one. I'm going to get him undressed now. He really showed off in his harness with his leash. What a good boy. So I like to have the leash already attached to the harness because then it's one less step you got to do once it's on them. Right? Wow, Ziggy, you're so smart. Okay, let's do the mat. Because these puppies have been doing so well with that. Ziggy, here's your mat. Oh boy, you're goofy today. There it is. So this week we started to practice getting a little bit of distance from the puppies. Okay, now remember they're still babies. So this is like pretty impressive for such a dog so young, right? I want him to stay on his mat. Uh-oh, if he gets up, he really wants to play today. Come on. If he gets up, I'm just going to reset him back on. Okay, no cookie for that. Try an easier rep. Great. And then he gets a cookie. So usually at this stage, by week 3, you know, we can maybe get like 2 or 3 steps away from the puppy. If this isn't a behavior which is important to you, which I think it should be, teaching your dog to stay, then you're going to want to keep practicing this one at home. Ready? Okay. There's so many, this is such a versatile behavior right here because you can apply it to so many things. I use this in the kitchen a lot when I'm cooking. You can use it at the front door. Okay, do this with a leash on your dog to start, but you can have them go onto their placemat. Good boy. And then start to interact with the front door. Work up to being able to open it so your dog doesn't run through the front door. Okay, that one's huge. That's an important life skill that I teach all my dogs. They can't just run through the front door. Look at this, what a good boy. Okay, so this is like short periods of staying right now. Ready? Okay. We'll play when we're done with this one. We're going to do one more rep of the mat. Ziggy. Mat. You're such a goofy guy. You're so cute. Good boy. Uh-oh, I dropped one. It's a really good proofing exercise. Uh-oh, see if he gets up, because he saw that I picked that one up off the ground, but I didn't tell him okay. Come here, Ziggy. There you go. I'm just going to set him back up on the mat again. No cookie. Try again. That's how you earn your cookie. Good boy. That one I kind of screwed him up because I dropped that treat on the ground. He didn't go for it right away. It was when I went to go back to pick it up. He was like, is that for me? Good boy. Uh-oh. Now you're looking for him. Now you're looking for him. Come here, on your mat. No cookie if you have to send them back. Just try again. Now they get the cookie. Good boy. All right, let's take a break. Okay, good job, buddy. Good job. All right, so again, think of the different scenarios that you could kind of apply this behavior to, and then use it. Make it a part of their routine. Hey, when I'm cooking dinner, you're laying on your mat in the kitchen instead of being under my feet when I'm carrying a pot of boiling water or something, right? All right, let's practice the kennel a little bit. Kennel. Look at this. These puppies love going into their kennel now. This week we added in just closing the door on them. Usually drop one in there. Maybe I'll just kind of nonchalantly like walk away. But then when I come back, we're going to open up that door again. Mark that for them not rushing out. Okay. Yeah, you got one more in there. And then, okay, release them out. Super job, buddy. Ziggy, kennel. Wow, you're so smart. One for going in, one for shutting the door. Trying to walk away. We open the door, mark him for staying in, and then one to come out. Okay. You see how this kind of turns into a fun game for the dog? And they're not like nervous or getting anxiety that the door is closing on them when they have to be confined. Oh, I said we were going to play and then I didn't. Sorry, Ziggy. Let's try this one more time and then we'll play. Come here. Kennel. Good job. If you want to call this something else, if you want to say crate or go to bed or whatever, like, that's totally fine too. Good boy. Okay. All right, now we're going to play. Oh my goodness. All right, buddy. What do I got here? Yeah, there's your toy. There's your toy. Good boy. We're going to move on to some of our handling exercises next. We did introduce another new grooming tool this week, which is the clipper blades. These puppies are going to need a lifetime of grooming, probably like every 6 weeks at the minimum. Where's your toy? Get it, get it, get it. So I'm going to show you how we do that. I'm going to see if I can find the nail clippers though too. Yeah, they're in here. Great. Alright, so last week I showed you how we introduced the brush and the nail clippers just by petting them with it. I'm going to show you what I do when I actually trim their nails. Again, maybe you are like, I'm going to have the groomer trim their nails. That's fine. Just practice, what I showed you in week 2. If you are like, I want to trim my dog's nails, I want to do that, I want to know how, then I will show you. For a puppy like this age, I might just do 1 foot at a time. So like we're playing right now, right? We're having a good time. As soon as I can get this back from him, ooh, I stole it. Okay, I got it back from him. So I'm going to pick it up and we're going to do, come here. Come here. I also don't want to chase him around, so I'm going to call him to me. Oh, you got an itch? Ziggy. Yeah, super boy. Good. Okay. So I'll just pick the dog up. And I might have done a different foot last week. Now you could have someone help you, like one person could be holding the dog and the other person trim their nails. And I just do it. See? There's 1. Good boy. 2. Super. 3. Hey, good boy. 4. Like, what are you doing with my toes? 5. Good. Okay. Set them back down. Let me just play again. Like nothing happened. No big deal. Okay. Now I'll still do the handling exercise with the food and the nail clippers like I did last week. That's part of our, you know, training repertoire, our skills, just like everything else. But then when I go to like trim their nails, I just do it. Right? I just do it. Good boy. Especially like for those back feet, that might be helpful if you've got a second person. One person could hold the dog, the other person just does them. And if trimming nails is completely new to you, like you don't even have to do a whole foot, just do 2, because it's going to take you longer. I made that look so easy. I've been trimming dogs' nails for like 20 years, okay? If you've never trimmed a dog's nails before, you're going to be like, ooh, where's the nail? He's got like fuzzy feet. That's totally fine. Do 2 or 3 toes, set them down. Do the other 2 or 3 the next day, okay? All right, let me show you real quick what we do for the noisy clipper blades. Okay, again, this is something that I want to expose dogs to when they're young, so it's like the first time they hear the clipper blades isn't when they need to be shaved, because that could be a lot. He's like, this is a toy. Alright, I'm going to get down here with him. I'm going to turn it on. Order of operations is important. Oh my goodness, Ziggy. I'm going to turn it on, and then once it's on, then I'm going to start to just like drop some food. Okay? That one went far. Good job, buddy. You might want to sniff them or check them out. It's totally fine. But I'm not like picking them up and like touching them to him right now. This is more about just be okay with the noise. Here's one more. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it off and we're gonna wait like 15 seconds or so. I just want there to be like a decent gap in time between the clippers being on and them being off, so that it's really obvious to the dog that when they turn on, that's when the cookies start. I mean, you could do something similar with turn it on and you play. Like you could also do that. You could use food or toys, it doesn't matter, but there needs to be a break in between. So when they're off, the food stops or the toys stop when they're off. What are you doing? He said, I'm just gonna go over here and play by myself. What's this? Huh? Go away. He's in a really playful mood today. Good job, Ziggy. Good boy. Oh, what is that? Maybe one more. Good boy. Okay, I'm gonna let him finish this one. Great, and then I'm gonna turn him off again for a second. We're gonna take a little break. Maybe like 15 seconds or so. Good job. You wanna climb in my lap? Oh, you're so lovey. Yeah. Aww. Are we snuggling? Yeah, you're a sweet boy. Good boy. Okay, I'm gonna turn back on again. And you can finish off the rest of these cookies. Whoa, I think you got 2 in one bite there. Good job, buddy. Super. All right, so now the first time he's heard the clipper, I mean, he's had this all week, but I would strongly encourage you to continue doing this at home so that this just stays a part of his life while he's growing and learning to be confident and happy in all sorts of different environments, no matter what's going on, including around grooming tools, right? Right, so I think that's everything. Ziggy was a rock star these last 3 weeks. He's gonna make somebody a great pet. Hopefully I will see you guys at your Zoom lesson. If you have any questions about getting that booked, just shoot us an email.